Everyone dyeing their hair red, even wearing red now, I guess. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a new common theme. People saying with their hands behind their back like that. They're trying to feel assertive and trying to make me feel like there's someone who I listen to online once in a while called Jordan Peterson. Reddish hair. Reddish hair. Kind of reddish hair. Excuse me. Not much going on here. Not too much, at least. They're doing lots of weird body language things. Like right when I look at them, they like to move a little bit. Or like, you know, like I said, bend over, point up, like she just did. And it's always right when I happen looking at them. Like that guy just put his arm up to grab something right when I look by. And they're doing it more and more. And the reason why this is not normal is because I'm noticing that this wasn't happening last week. This wasn't happening the other day. It's stuff they've been doing more and more and more to the point where I can notice it. That person wearing gloves over there. I mean, it's literally like more and more people wearing gloves. This would be normal as if I walked in, saw some people with gloves, and said, oh, this is crazy. I mean, or how about this? It would be schizophrenic or just normal, and I'd be seeing schizophrenia point out if there was the same number of people wearing gloves all the time, and I just pointed out and thought it was not normal. Now, what's not normal is that there was a steady and then gradual and then intense progression to it. Like first it was like a steady, like once or more, it was more gradual, then steady, and then intense progression in their body language activities. And I can easily, or maybe not exactly easily, categorize every single type of progression there was, meaning every single type of activities that they've been doing, like the weird body language stuff, the placing things all over the store, the subliminal messages by reorganizing stuff around the store, even stuff like this where it's like wearing crosses, where one time I said I hate when you guys wear crosses. They started wearing crosses everywhere, like any way to bother me. And then especially like I mean I counted the gloves under the weird body language stuff, but I count that as something different. That's more like wearing different clothing, dyeing hair, and I could categorize all of that and show there's a gradual and steady you know, rise in what they were doing, and then an intense where they really thought that I would just get scared, think I'm in a different world. They thought that I'd be like, oh my god, there's that many of them. Like, there wasn't that many, like, girls with phones in their pockets. I mean, if I went in here and recorded and was like, oh my god, they're like hurting me, they're all dressing like this against me, oh, look at all these things misplaced, oh my god, that would be schizophrenia. Now, with me, it's a little different, because not only are they reorganize everything, but it's also a specific pattern and a specific type of always always insinuating something about a girl or a dog or a kid or something about family or missing and stuff like that. And it's always the same stuff. And if you were to add up like the red hair, it's not like I walked in and it was like that normally. There was a steady progression. Like I said for the third time, everyone dyeing their hair. She didn't have red hair like that a couple weeks ago. All these people that have red hair now didn't have red hair a couple weeks ago. I've been here for a month or two. So, all these people misplacing stuff around the store went from not doing it to doing it a little bit to doing it a lot to that guy rubbing his stomach near his penis. That's not normal, because that didn't happen before. That didn't happen last month. And it's been more and more and more to the point where now that it's like they almost have to do it like a blackmail, like I told you though. Where it's almost like they have to keep making it look like that's kind of normal. where they're like, they don't want to do too much stuff around the store because they don't think they can get me like that anymore. They don't think they can scare me into submission anymore. But at the same time, they know if they stop, I'll look like I'm right, and that's not normal. But this is normal. This is just stuffed animals and some eggs. Once in a while, something misplaced is normal. But it's the fact that I would go into these stores, look around, see one or two things misplaced or reorganized, and then after a while, I started noticing a specific pattern that linked to me, and I knew it was them anyways doing it. And then I started noticing they were doing it like a lot more. Like I even have on camera a girl that didn't have brown hair, then all of a sudden she had red hair, like this girl. I don't think you can see on the camera, yeah, that's red. And more and more and more and more people are dyeing their hair red. More and more and more and more people were dressing differently, doing weird, strange body language stuff, putting gloves on, putting dogs in baby baskets, having dolls in their hands. Like I said, it wasn't normal. I mean, even this girl has slightly reddish hair. Like, that's not normal, believe it or not. And I can record through all these videos. I'm going to show you, and that girl is right here too. That's not normal. And someone might say, what if it's a style there and you're just misinterpreting it? I would say, I've been here. These people did not have red hair before. Now they do. If it is a style, it's a style now and not before. And what else imagine, well, what else is a style? Them putting random strange stuff around the store? Is that a style? I mean, I know it's not. I'm just saying that, is it like a fad? I mean, I know it's not. I'm saying it rhetorically. But still, wearing gloves, is it a fad? I would say to some extent that one actually might be weirdly true. Because imagine someone at work like, oh, I'm going to wear gloves too. That would be pretty cool. But it's to the point where if you mix it with everything else, that girl with red hair, if you mix it with everything else, you can assume that it all links up. And that this isn't normal. I would love to talk to someone about this and show them that it's not normal. Them putting like bananas in strange places. It's like, it wasn't like I said, I'm going to keep reiterating this. It wasn't like I walked in and saw this and thought it was not normal. What was not normal was the progression of it. The progression is and what was made this not normal. Everything else about it would be somewhat normal, but I'd still argue and say no, it wouldn't be normal. Excuse me. And Reddit, that was not really Reddit share, but still, I would argue that it's not normal. Because imagine if you knew how to, you say you had OCD, almost like some sort of slight, I don't have Asperger's or anything, but imagine if I did, some sort of like Rain Man syndrome, where I can record and really feel more, I could record that there has been an intense, gradual increase in every single thing they're doing, and it always has something to do with kids and dogs, and insinuating that I'm a girl, or trans, or something crazy, and it's not normal. If you mix all those aspects and factors and variables together, you would know this isn't normal. There was a time in Washington, D.C. where I said, I don't like people holding their hands together. And all of a sudden, people started holding their hands together. I gotta stop recording it.